KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that caring for the community means caring about the climate. You might have heard that we announced a pretty bold 12-month, $2 million campaign to do 4 things. Increase climate literacy, turn up the volume on communities of color in the climate conversation, connect everyday people with the resources they need to survive and thrive, and highlight frontline climate justice crusaders of color throughout this year. KBLA Talk 1580 will be bringing you insightful interviews on all of our shows to help raise your climate IQ. Each quarter this year, we will also be hosting free climate events in various communities throughout the city with food, fun, and forward-thinking conversations. Thanks to partners like LADWP, Metro, Caltrans, the Sierra Club, the California Community Foundation, the California Endowment, AQMD, MWD, and more. You'll also be hearing more about a couple of national town halls broadcasting live from Los Angeles, to which you will be invited. And we'll be rolling out a robust social media campaign on all our platforms, as well as an outdoor media campaign, all designed to educate, enlighten, and empower you in our fight for climate justice.
We want cleaner air.
Caring about the community means caring about the climate. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that we really can change the world. If we care enough. If we care enough. We care enough. We care enough.
You ready?
Come on.
It's the queen of royal badness.
It's time for the Raw Report with Robin Ayers. Highlighting people and things you should know about. Robin's got you covered. Follow Robin at Robin Ayers. You're listening to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Robin's got a lot to talk about.
Hey, welcome to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580, your daily source for entertainment and celebrity news. I am Keith Underwood, sitting in for the lovely Robin Ayers. You can catch me right here on KBLA every weekend on Saturdays at 9 p.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. Pacific time on my entertainment show, Black in the Green Room, where we spotlight inspiring stories from Black entertainers, creatives, and showbiz professionals. Now let's get on into this Raw Report. Andy, what's up, man?
Hey, man, just like the song says from Bill Withers, it's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day.
And it's Friday.
That's right, and it's Friday. That's right, man. How you been? Got any plans for the weekend?
I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. You know, I'm a huge wrestling fan, so they got this huge wrestling event going down tomorrow, so I'm going to just tap in, lay out with my lady, and, just chill and relax.
Nice, man. Nice. Sounds like a good weekend.
You already know.
All right, let's get into this entertainment news. So, Tyler Perry has reportedly offered actress Coco Brown a $400,000 donation after she and her young son lost their home to a fire. Earlier this week, the Praise This star's social media pages revealed that she and her son Phoenix must rebuild their lives from scratch after a house fire. Photos of the scene shared by TMZ showed what remained of the Fayetteville, Georgia home's structure following the blaze. Since the fire, Brown's team has launched a GoFundMe campaign, which has since seen over 70,000 of their $100,000 goal fulfilled. Along with the top donators from Tiffany Haddish to Marlon Wayans, TMZ reports that Perry made his own massive pledge of $400,000 and noted that Brown is grateful for both his support and the overall generosity of those who have pitched in toward her campaign. Brown and Perry are longtime collaborators, as the pair previously teamed up for both the series Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse and the 2014 comedy drama The Single Moms Club. Having each other, our fur babies, and seeing and feeling all this love has strengthened our love for each other and for humanity. That's what Brown told the outlet of her family. See, y'all, people can do good things, do nice things, and wonderful things to help other folks. When we come forward right here on the Raw Report, we're going to get into some more news highlights.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Eric Bellinger hanging out right here with my family at the Raw Report. Keep it live.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we do Black history every single day. In fact, as the only Black talk radio station west of the Mississippi, we are Black history. Our annual Black History Month luncheon is fast approaching, and we want to be sure to give you ample time to get your company, organization, church, or group to join us at this year's celebration on the last day of the month, Thursday, February 29th at noon. Last year, we honored iconic local Black media personalities, including Pat Harvey, Jim Hill, Mark Brown, Beverly White, Sandy Banks, and Pat Prescott, and raised $20,000 in scholarships. This year, we're honoring Black Hollywood creatives who have used their artistic genius as climate justice champions. At this year's luncheon, we will be showcasing and sharing their inspiring work on our big screen. Plus, a scrumptious meal, live music, great company, and lots of fun with your favorite KBLA Talk 1580 hosts. So contact us today at info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. That's info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. We hope to see you Thursday, February 29th as we close out Black History Month. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
City of Los Angeles tenants know these facts about eviction and consumer debt. Tenants can't be evicted if rental arrears are eligible to be treated as consumer debt. Tenants who followed certain COVID-19 pandemic protections under state law can't be evicted for past due rent. Landlords can collect rental arrears in court as consumer debt, but tenants cannot be evicted if they provided a declaration of COVID-19 hardship and paid 25% of rent owed. Learn more at housing.lacity.org. Be informed, be protected, be at home.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in wash scent beads.
If you're looking for the most epic place on earth, let's start at the base of a massive waterfall. Then trek through the thick jungle. Then climb to the peak of a snowy mountaintop. Then once you get there, keep going. Because with intelligent 4x4 and 7 drive modes and a Nissan Pathfinder, the search is the real adventure.
Available feature. Intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news.
You're inside the Rob
Report. With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
We are into the Raw Report right here on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Keith Underwood filling in for the lovely Robin Ayers. Let's go on over here to the YouTube chat and check in with the Raw Squad. Deborah, she said, hello, Raw Squad. Happy Friday. Hey, Keith and Andy, what is up, Deborah? I hope you're going to have a fantastic weekend. Let's get on over here to our news highlights. Our contributor this evening is Landon Buford. He's an entertainment and sports journalist and owner of Buford Publications. Landon.
How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well. Ready for this upcoming weekend for sure.
Okay. What you got up for this weekend, Landon?
Probably being able to rest somewhere. No Maverick games in the city this weekend, so I could actually potentially rest for the weekend, just lay out and not do anything.
Right. Yeah, Landon, tell us. You have an interesting title, entertainment and sports journalist. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Obviously, cover the NBA, and when I'm not covering the NBA, I'm dipping and dabbling in the entertainment side of things as well. As a journalist, covering stories, interviewing some of the highlights in the entertainment industry, and just going from there.
Yeah, you're also involved in a very special website as well, right?
Yes, sir. My own landonbuford.com is where everybody can find all of my work, of my personal brand. Right now, on the entertainment business, things of that nature, sports, etc.
Cool, cool, cool. You know, in the last segment, we were talking about, Tyler Perry's donation to his actress, one of his actresses, Coco Brown. And man, I just, there's some hope for humanity yet, right? And a bunch of other celebrities,
Mhm.
they also chipped in for her loss of her home in this fire. What are your thoughts on that, real quick?
I think that is great that they're reaching out, giving back to their community, and trying to make sure people are not without anything. Giving them something to start where they're not left with anything, and they can actually have a pinpoint where they can start and begin to turn their lives back around.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. And speaking of Tyler Perry, I know everybody is on the buzz about Tyler Perry's concerns about AI. I mean, even to the point where he put his $800 million studio expansion on hold after seeing OpenAI Sora. He said jobs are going to be lost. Let's get into it. Over the past 4 years, Tyler Perry had been planning an $800 million expansion of his studio in Atlanta, which would have added 12 sound stages to the 330-acre property. Now, however, those ambitions are on hold thanks to the rapid developments he's seeing in the realm of artificial intelligence, including OpenAI's text to video model Sora. Now, I don't know if you guys understand that. That means now that we're moving into a realm where you can actually text or type and it turns into a video. And this debuted on February the 15th, and it stunned the observers with its cinematic video outputs, with Perry being one of them. He said, being told that I can do all of these things is one thing, but actually seeing the capabilities, it was mind-blowing. He said in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter on Thursday, noting that his productions might not have to travel to locations or build sets with the assistance of the technology. Landon, man. Is AI a passing fad, or is it just here to stay? And is it going to continue to evolve?
I think it's here to stay. Yes, it's going to continue to evolve. I don't know how it's going to, but it's definitely going to fill in where human capabilities are, struggling to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Um, uh, it's just amazing what they have been able to do with technology and imitating people's likenesses and their voices, and now to create these whole scenes. And this is just the beginning, stages of it, and it's amazing and a little bit scary at the same time because of the implications that it can mean to performers as well as creatives. And I know that this story was sent to me by about 20 people today. So that shows you just the amount of concern that's going into it. Should performers and creatives, should they be concerned about being replaced by AI?
Yes, they should, because if say that they don't meet a requirement in regards to the financial stipend that these studios are willing to pay them, they can say, hey, that's fine, but we can do it for less with your likeness with the AI programs that we have.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be a bigger problem. Just like, some of these athletes. I think Taylor Swift is, had issues with, things of that nature. Other athletes are have already, threatened to sue because of AI programs and stuff like that already. So
Yeah.
there's no telling what it could be down the road.
Yeah, Tyler was saying Mr. Perry was saying in the article that like a pilot for a TV show that would normally cost him between 15 to $20 million will be a fraction of that with AI. Along with that comes a loss of jobs, especially in the Atlanta area that has become so dependent on the film and television industry. And so to hear that, that's also a big concern, not only for performers and creatives, but also staff as well. What do you think about that?
I think that that would be a shame, because obviously people are going to school for a reason, to make a living in their field of choice of work. So to have AI come in and cut that, obviously people are not going to be able to pay their bills, because of the implement of AI as well.
Yeah.
Because they're going to use that as leverage to get them to potentially take less money.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never even really thought about the negotiating part of it when it comes to AI. I think Andy wanted to chime in. What's up, Andy?
Yeah, I think this is an opportunity for us to not be afraid, easier said than done, but actually get educated about AI and how it can obviously help us, because I think this could be a moment of empowerment too. Because if this is going to change the landscape of everything, we are on the brink of something new that we're probably not aware of. But I think it's important to at least get educated and see how it can benefit you. I mean, that's why Tyler Perry was looking at the situation. He's looking at how it could benefit him. Will people lose jobs? Yes, but once again, if you're educated on AI, I'm sure there's a way to pivot. Easier said than done, but I just want to have a positive outlook as opposed to running away from it, being scared, and you're left behind 10 years later.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I definitely see your point on that, Andy. I think what Tyler also said in the article, one of his concerns was is that he has brought up and raised so many people in the industry, and so he's concerned that, what are they going to do? There's the businessman side of him, that sees the benefits of AI and the evolution of AI, but still he's concerned about people. And in his words, he said that it's, we could all be replaced. That was in his words. And so, yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. It's kind of like the mother of invention and how we all have to continue to move forward and embrace, technology. I think that the government might have to, step in and do a little bit of regulation, of the technology. What are your thoughts on that, Landon?
I think so to some extent, but it could also be a benefit, like you said as well. It could also, jobs that are obsolete. AI can take care of that, and then we can actually, like you said, educate ourselves, and then we're put in different positions to actually benefit from the technology as well. So I see that side of the equation as well.
Yeah. Black folks are always the ones to get the, small end of the stick when it comes to stuff like this. We're always the people that suffer the most when it comes to, being replaced or being out of work. What are your thoughts or your concerns about that, Landon?
I mean, there's always a concern of that, but also if we're able to be able to be at the forefront of things too, that's where the educational process comes into it. We could actually benefit in other, like I said, in other ways as well, and be able to pivot into other directions. Because we always figure out a way to, when times get hard, we still figure out a way how to survive out here, regardless of what industry you're in.
Yeah, no, I definitely see, your point there. I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I'm putting together pitch decks for film or television, I'm on Midjourney, just like, most creatives, to put a visual along with my words, because unfortunately we don't live in a creative or visual society, anymore, unless those images are right in front of us. But in all honesty, like I said, there is some concern there, and I can see, because the industry is so stacked against us with the large production companies and the motion picture companies, etc., that AI can level the field. I mean, you download a program and you can pretty much produce your own content. But at this point right now, it's really available to high-powered individuals who have mass amounts of capital that we don't necessarily have as creatives. So do we really see it as a balance in the playing field if right now the ones with the most money still are going to be the ones to be able to take the most advantage of the technology?
It's an advantage, but also with, like you said, with the money, the power comes in to play as well. So it's a yes and no. Obviously, with people that are more resources to use, obviously that they're going to be able to benefit it off of it more than others. But there's a way we can find a balance in there as well.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Should Tyler Perry, with especially, we just heard the last story about what he did, for Coco Brown, and then also his concerns as a businessman, but still as a lover of people. Should he be the one to take a stance against the use or at least the abuse of AI?
I think he could take a stand in regards to I guess the the instance of it, not well the abuse, yes, but also like be able to help, I guess, bridge the gap as well, to help people get educated on that particular subject. I think he should take a stance towards that end of it, helping people get educated on the technology itself, to move forward in general.
Yeah. And Landon, how do you see it being maybe a leveling, for black folks, for black creatives? How do you see it like maybe leveling the playing field?
Maybe the not all of us, but there are some of us within the community that aren't great, speakers, great writers, etc. I think that can help level the playing field in order for us to get projects pushed forward. Content, contracts, things of that nature that we might not have been have access to before.
Yeah.
So I think that can help.
Yeah, Landon, I want to get your opinion on this, but I want Andy to chime in on this after you answer. How, as far as legislation, how much should the government get involved in the legislation of AI? And is it not only just a U.S. issue, is it also a global issue as well?
It can be a global issue. It's not just a U.S. issue because I guess the laws in place. It's kind of like other things that that are coming to the forefront, like in the marijuana industry, the cannabis industry, and some of the other CBD things of that nature. It's good that they're getting in it, but how much power do you want them to have over the technology? Because then that becomes more taxable income that they can touch, things of that nature. So I think that they should be involved, but it should be there should be limitations of their involvement, I think, personally.
Yeah, I agree. Andy, what are your thoughts, man?
I think Brother Landon, he said it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there should be a lot of regulation, but we won't really know until, AI. I mean, it's out here.
Right.
But until, like, the masses all, like, are involved with it, and then you start seeing the issues. I don't know if youth should be involved with it because these particular images pop up. So I don't know. I think it still needs to be rolled out for all of the masses to kind of be used to it. And once we start seeing the problems from there, then maybe government intervention can come in. But for right now, I feel like we're still kind of like in the early stages to even see we see the challenges, but we don't know the actual challenges yet.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good from both of you. And I guess one of my concerns with government involvement would be regulations that limit, who can actually use AI. So we get into the same situation where, those with money have access, but then not only that, then those who have power have access. And, like you were saying, Landon, that if it is then, taxed and government, regulated, how will that prevent creatives, especially grassroots creatives, from creating their content?
Exactly. I kind of consider it as like the NIL deals right now. To take it back into sports, it's not regulated right now, but at some point there will be regulation where you're going to have to. Like I said, it's going to be taxable income. Right now, it's a free for all, right? But once they start regulating things, then you'll start seeing people taxed specifically on the NIL money that they're getting with these partnerships and stuff like that. And I feel like with the AI, that could be the next thing as well.
Yeah, man, I saw the craziest thing on a YouTube video, and I think it came out within the last 6 months or a year, and I can't remember the name of the AI. It was an AI robot who actually was able to have conversation and feel. The reporter asked her, do you feel love? And she said, no, I don't feel love, but I know that I do have certain feelings for people when I'm interacting, with them. And man, I mean, that's just so amazing to me how fast everything is changing. I used to think that most of these, we wouldn't be this far advanced in our lifetime, but here we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the good the angel and the devil in every situation.
Absolutely.
In this particular as well.
Yeah.
I feel.
No, I definitely agree with that. At this point, is it possible to close the Pandora's box? Can we just, shut it down? Can we shut AI down? Is that possible?
You could shut it down, but then, it like you said, the stuff that actually helps, then you're going to have to go back to doing those things too. So you can, but I think it won't be as useful for the advancement either. So I think that no, you can't. In essence, you can't close Pandora's box, but you can, like you said, regulate it to some extent.
Yeah, no. For a more in-depth discussion on this story surrounding Tyler Perry's concerns about AI, please tune in to Black in the Green Room tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific Time right here on KBLA 1580, where I will be joined by race and sex algorithm expert Dr. Sophia Noble of UCLA for her expert opinion. And when we come black with the Raw Report right here on KBLA 1580, more entertainment news.
Purchase your tracks today.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Lil Real Howery. Right now, you're listening to KBLA Talk 1580. That's right. The Raw Report.
More of The Raw Report with Robin Ayers when we come forward.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Public satisfaction has fallen in more areas than it has improved since President Biden entered the White House. Since January of 2021, Gallup poll found satisfaction has fallen hardest with immigration, the nation's military strength, and energy policies. Americans are slightly more satisfied with the position of black adults in the country. Filmmaker Tyler Perry is halting the expansion of his film studio over concerns about a new technology that makes videos using artificial intelligence. Perry has been planning an $800 million expansion of his Atlanta, Georgia studio, but in a new interview Thursday, he said those plans are on hold because of what he's seeing for the new Sora video generator from OpenAI, which creates realistic video from text instruction. Perry said he's not against AI, but he worries about people in the film industry losing their jobs. That's the latest. I'm Tyreek Wynn on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Good evening and drive safe. Over on the 210 East through Duarte before the 605, an accident is currently blocking the right lane with a 35-minute traffic jam running heavy from the 710. Back in Montebello, 60 East before Wilcox Avenue, a traffic break with CHP on the scene is still trying to remove the stall from lanes, and heavy traffic continues over 20 minutes from Indiana Street. In Fullerton, watch for minor traffic on the 57 South between Yorba Boulevard and Orange Slope Avenue. Then in Anaheim Hills, 55 North before the 91 freeway, an accident has been reported on the right shoulder with a 20-minute backup from the 405.
Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose your perfect duo from your fave four, like a sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in the combo. Single item at regular price.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Best game of the night in women's college basketball is right here in L.A. Number 7 USC is hosting number 11 Colorado tonight at 7 at the Galen Center. USC freshman Juju Watkins is second in the nation in scoring with a 27.5 average. The Compton native has scored 30 or more 10 times this season. Today's Black History Month sports moment, a lot of people know O.J. Simpson for something else, but on December 16, 1973, Simpson became the first running back in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards in a season.
Simpson ran for 200 yards on that day against the New York Jets to push him above 2,000. Simpson finished the season with 2,003 yards and 12 touchdowns. Making Simpson's achievement even more remarkable is that he hit the 2,000-yard mark when the NFL had only a 14-game regular season schedule. The league went to 16 games in 1978. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Climate is king.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that caring for the community means caring about the climate. You might have heard that we announced a pretty bold 12-month, $2 million campaign to do 4 things. Increase climate literacy, turn up the volume on communities of color in the climate conversation, connect everyday people with the resources they need to survive and thrive, and highlight frontline climate justice crusaders of color throughout this year. KBLA Talk 1580 will be bringing you insightful interviews on all of our shows to help raise your climate IQ. Each quarter this year, we will also be hosting free climate events in various communities throughout the city with food, fun, and forward-thinking conversations. Thanks to partners like LADWP, Metro, Caltrans, the Sierra Club, the California Community Foundation, the California Endowment, AQMD, MWD, and more. You'll also be hearing more about a couple of national town halls broadcasting live from Los Angeles, to which you will be invited. And we'll be rolling out a robust social media campaign on all our platforms, as well as an outdoor media campaign, all designed to educate, enlighten, and empower you in our fight for climate justice.
We want cleaner air.
Caring about the community means caring about the climate. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that we really can change the world if we care enough.
Do you support public education? More than 38,000 educators at United Teachers Los Angeles do too. Together, we have fought for a better public education for our students and communities, and having you on our side has been essential in our fight for better public schools. Together, we will continue to work for public schools with green spaces, more mental health staff, smaller class sizes at every grade level, and a higher investment in the Black Student Achievement Plan. We are UTLA, and you make us stronger.
Climate justice, climate equity, climate resilience. By any other name, we demand environmental justice in 2024 and beyond. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, a.k.a. the Voice of Reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the Voice of Reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. Keeping you informed about what's really going on. Who's got next? And what not to miss in entertainment. You're listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
In the Raw Report right here on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Keith Underwood, sitting in for the lovely Robin Ayers. And from the last section when we were discussing the ramifications and the concerns expressed by Tyler Perry, Deborah, she chimed in on the chat and said, agree, it's here. AI is here to stay. Technology is great, but there are those who are corrupting it. It can be a problemo. Yeah. I mean, you know what? It's all about, who holds the power. I think we kind of established, that. But it is here to stay. And, I kind of agree with Andy that we just have to be prepared for the evolution and look at it as an opportunity. Landon Buford.
Yes, sir.
Is joining me today to contribute to our conversation. Brother, welcome back.
Thank you again for having me.
You're welcome, brother. Also today, Beyonce is giving back to the industry that helped her become the performer she is today. On Tuesday, the Grammy-winning artist announced that her just launched hair care line, Sacred, I think it's a play off of Secret, and public charity foundation Be Good would be jointly funding a $500,000 annual grant for cosmetology schools and salons. Hairstylists have an immense impact on the people in their chairs, a statement from Be Good reads. They create a sacred space, sacred, not secret, sacred space where we can show up how we want and express ourselves through our hair. We're honored to give back to this amazing community. Landon, what are your thoughts on this, just overall?
I think it's a good thing to be able to give back to the community, also give people the opportunity to go to cosmetology school and potentially open up their own salons or working with others to help continue the tradition of taking care of people's hair, pretty much.
Yeah. No,
on Beyonce's behalf.
On Beyonce's behalf, that's right. And brother, I just always like to see when celebrities are at least making the attempt to give back to the communities that they that they thrive in. I think it's very important, and that I think it's a good play because people also get to see that you care about them and not just your popularity or making your bag. That it can be mutually beneficial, these projects that they're working on and these endeavors that they're doing. Why do you think it's important for celebrities to give back to their fans and the communities that they thrive in? If they're making money, why is it important for them to give back to the community?
Because they're spending their hard-earned money to basically put money in their pocket and pay for their lifestyles, pretty much. Mm-hmm. They're traveling, being successful as celebrities across the board.
No, I definitely agree with that point. It goes back to what I was saying, earlier. If the fans are putting money into you, give some money back, to them, and not only for that reason because the fans are supporting you. It's because it's also the right thing, to do. And I'm not in no way or means, the one that can be the arbiter of who should do what. But my personal opinion is that we all should do our part in giving back. What do you think about that, Landon?
I think it's you worded it perfectly. It's, what is it? Each one teach one.
Yes.
Is that the phrase? Yeah.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough, but yeah, it takes a village, and the next person up type of thing. Send the elevator back down.
Yeah.
And help people.
Yeah, I like the way you said that, brother. Send the elevator. I'm going to steal that, so you better trademark it.
Yeah, I know you are.
Right.
Go ahead.
I can have that one.
You can have that one.
I can put it on the T-shirt.
You can put it on the T-shirt. Go ahead.
Okay.
We all can eat.
That's right, man. You're giving back. You're giving back. Yes.
Exactly.
So black hair has been at the core of economic development for black people, more specifically for black women. It's dating back to Annie Turnbow Malone, also Madam C.J. Walker, Black History Month, shout out. How can this scholarship help continue, that legacy within that industry?
The scholarship can also, continue the history of Madam, C.J. Walker, and the fact that, obviously she's, was one of the first black millionaires, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
Maybe even billionaires. If you go back and actually accumulate all the money that she made, she could be in that $1 billion range. But yeah, it allows us to continue to learn about her story and keep it alive.
Yeah, and for those of you who may not know, Beyonce's mother, Miss Tina, she actually started out as a hairdresser and had a thriving business down there in Houston doing hair. So this is a real endeavor that's close to her heart because of her history within that industry. And it's just amazing to me because I have seen, sisters and brothers go from nothing in their lives and in their careers, and they find hair and it becomes a whole way for them to, uplift themselves, take care of their families, and it's just amazing to me.
Yes, it's amazing to me as well. Being able to find a niche and be successful at it, and then being able to not only take care of your family, like you said, but also provide jobs for others to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of regulations are involved, like in the giving, of the scholarships, because she said it was for salons and for individuals. So maybe she's just giving like some sort of donation to salons, and then there's a scholarship program that's set up for them to actually, learn how to do hair as well.
That's what it sounds like to me, and also potentially give people that also want to go to, on the male side, barbers.
Yeah.
Potentially, because they also, a lot of barbers get opportunities in salons as their first, jobs.
That's
either
right.
sweeping, and then they work their way up to chairs and things of that nature. So, it can be used in the right way to help not only women but also males too.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like to me.
And it builds our communities, and it also
Exactly.
gives us a place to fellowship. And at some points in history, it's where we strategized to move ahead in our fight for civil rights and equality. What other industries would you like to see celebrities give back to, and why, Landon?
I guess the media industry. I mean, there's a lot of people that are very talented out here that are just not looking for a handout, but looking for an opportunity to showcase their talents, and they might need a little bit of help financially for that to be happen. So I think the tech industry, the construction industry, obviously the hair industry, the food industry. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, those industries specifically, I feel like if they could get, put their focus on that, they can help a lot of people. Especially in the media industry, we can tell our own stories.
That's right. That's right. And, and also helps to level the playing field if we teach, our own how to pursue these careers within entertainment and train them, because it is a type industry. Quickly, Landon, and this is just plain devil's advocate. Is it a shallow endeavor that ties into marketing her own brand? Should she be more involved in donating money to expand healthcare research, or maybe the homeless? What are your quick thoughts on that?
I mean, I think to some extent, anytime something like this comes out, it is attached to your brand. But who am I to tell her what she should, where she should be putting her money in? Obviously, I'm not part of her circle to do that. So, she, I'm glad that she is donating, because she doesn't have to.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's out of the goodness of her heart. That's not like an obligation to do that if she doesn't feel like the need to. So I'm not going to, touch that portion of it. But yeah, I'm glad that she's donating to the hair department. If she decides to go into the health department, that's her prerogative.
Right.
And for the homeless, I'm assuming she's doing that with some of her philanthropy projects that we've seen in the past. So
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, that's good, and that shuts down the naysayers right there. And when we come forward, more entertainment news right here on the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, I'm Damian Young. I'm chilling with Robin on the Raw Report.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart, it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now, during the final days of our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus 10% off all bases. Ends Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey. Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you ready to ignite your potential? Special Needs Network presents the CORE Workforce Development Grant, an opportunity designed just for you. You've been there for everyone else. Now it's time to be there for yourself. Whether you're a college student or a working professional, the CORE program is here to empower you on your journey. Get paid with free specialized diversity training, mentorship, and stipend to fuel your passion, power, and purpose in the behavioral health sciences. It's time to focus on your dreams while making a difference in your community. Don't wait. Visit snnla.org/core program to apply today. Be the spark that ignites connections. Your future is waiting. Again, that's snnla.org/core program.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news. You're inside the Raw Report. With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
You are inside the Raw Report right here on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Keith Underwood sitting in for the lovely Robin Ayers. And over in the chat, Forrest Harrison said, isn't Beyonce's mom a hairdresser? As we covered, Forrest, she used to be. Now Miss Tina is enjoying life and them grandbabies, and I think she's still got her hand in business. So let's get on back over here. Landon.
What's going on?
You having a good time, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get into some more news. Entertainment Weekly and several other outlets are reporting that Real Housewives of Atlanta's Portia Williams and her husband, Simon Gabaja, are going their separate ways. The reality star filed for divorce from her husband of 15 months. That's right, not 15 years, but 15 months in Atlanta on Thursday. People report the move comes amid a wave of rumors pertaining to the status of Gaboja's U.S. citizenship. However, a source told the outlet that the cause for their split is an ongoing matter that is unrelated to recent allegations involving Simon's past. Landon, what happened to for better or for worse, right? I mean, after only 15 months of marriage, should Portia stand by her man?
I don't have all the details, so I can't say yes or no. But if it is what they're saying, what you read about a citizenship issue, that's sticky business right there. If that's the reason why, then it is sticky business.
Yeah, the legal issues, I believe, are stemming around some false identification and then some possible false information in order to gain citizenship and stay in the country. I think there was also some visa or green card violations surrounding it as well. I mean, that's a lot for any one person to stand by. I mean, if you were in a sticky situation, would you want your significant other to stand by you?
It would be depending on what the situation is, man. Man. If I had all the details, I would give you a direct answer. But with this being vague, I'm dancing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. I see you over there shuffling. Man. So I mean, with the show is also coincidentally getting ready to start back up. I mean, do you think that this will be a storyline on Real Housewives of Atlanta? And if so, why would the fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta be there for all of this criminal mess? And we had some similar things happen in the past on Real Housewives. But why would audiences, tune in to see what unravels with Portia and her mane?
Because they're messy. They like to see other people other people's misery, and it sells. So of course it's going to be a storyline. If I was a producer on that show, I would definitely be mentioning this storyline. It's kind of like I know one of your other guests said that he's sitting here waiting for the wrestling event to come on. There's been several storylines that have blurred into real life storylines for that company, WWE and others. So of course, and obviously it's easier to produce a reality show than actual TV shows nowadays. They're a lot cheaper. We know that. So of course it's going to be a storyline.
Right. Of course. And, even, with me, I'm always Mr., no gossip. But, every now and then you get pulled right on into that vortex of, of messiness. I mean, we enjoy it. I think it helps us to escape from our own lives and, whatever we might be going through. Do you think there could be some possible backlash if they do go in that direction?
Yes, but I mean, any direction that you might go with that has, a little bit of messiness is going to get backlash at some point. And it's Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's always some type of backlash when it comes to that particular reality show in general. But yeah, specifically with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's always some type of drama going on with it.
Yeah, you're right about that. And, and they will hear about it on social media all day, every day, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty because we hear about celebrities hooking up with other celebrities and getting into relationships, or celebrities maybe not being as selective as they might want to be when it concerns their careers and who they allow into their lives. Should celebrities be more selective? Maybe even do background checks on potential spouses and loved ones.
Yes, they should definitely do background checks on potential spouses and make sure it's really not because of his career move. You hear about some of these celebrities are marrying each other or they're dating each other for publicity and things of that nature. So yes, they should do background checks on their spouses and be more aware of what's going on and not doing it just for I guess real life likes and elevation status and things of that nature. But that's the part of the world of celebrity when they do stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would be really afraid to date another celebrity. It seems like it always ends in madness. I mean, not only are you dealing with people juggling their own careers and their own egos, but then also the competition that you might feel with your spouse, and it always seems to come to a very combative or dramatic end.
It always seems that way, and as regular people, they compete with their spouses. I mean, it's on a different level when it's there's fame and money involved, real money involved.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, no, I definitely agree, with that. And some people, they want that whole power couple, status. I mean, but on the flip side of that, bringing in someone that might be outside of entertainment, there might not be the same, understanding, that you get from a peer that that might be more empathetic to, what's going on within the industry. What do you think about that, Landon?
That is true. I mean, when you date outside the industry, you do have the what's the word I'm looking for? The not the option, but the I guess the ramifications of somebody not being in the industry, so they don't necessarily know what you're going through. And some of the things that you have to deal with your schedules, like on a daily basis. You're not home enough. We're not spending enough time with each other. But this is being with your spouse that's in the industry. That's what you're signing up for. So if you're going to date somebody outside the industry, make sure that you know which industries they're working in, because there's schedules and timelines that come with stuff like that, where they could be away from you for months on end.
Yeah. Landon, where can everybody find you on social media?
So they can find me at Landon Buford on Twitter, Instagram, or X now, I guess is what it's called now, Instagram. And for, my main writing, you can find me on LandonBuford.com. And then some of my collabs, you can find me on Players TV, which is a athletes-owned media company where they can share their own stories, in regards to content. It's an athlete-owned media company.
All right. Landon Buford, man, this has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining me, and we'll have to do this again.
Yes, sir. Let me know when you would like to do it again. This was fun.
All right. And you guys be sure to tune in to my show, Black in the Green Room, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific time, where we highlight interesting stories from celebrities, content creators, and showbiz professionals. Tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking to Dr. Sophia Noble about Tyler Perry's concerns surrounding AI. And then also, I will have a special guest, actress Tamala Jones, who you know from Booty Call, also For Your Love, and the new movie Ordinary Angels. Real quickly, what I'm watching this weekend on Netflix is Mea Culpa, and it's this new thriller starring Kelly Rowland, and she's all in the news, and I'm looking forward to checking out. All of you, please follow me on Instagram at Keith L. Underwood, and then also on Facebook at Keith L. Underwood. This has been a great week hanging out with you guys. Until next time, this has been The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Public satisfaction has fallen in more areas than it has improved since President Biden entered the White House. Since January of 2021, Gallup poll found satisfaction has fallen hardest, with